ജ്ഞാനാനന്ദമയം ദേവം നിർമ്മലസ്ഫടികാകൃതിം ആധാരം സർവവിദ്യാനാം ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ജ്ഞാനാനന്ദമയം ദേവം നിർമ്മലസ്ഫടികാകൃതിം ആധാരം സർവവിദ്യാനാം ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ഹയഗ്രീവം ഉപാസ്മയേ ഉപാസ്മയേ വിഘ്നവിനാശക ഗണനാഥ വിഘ്നവിനാശക ഗണനാഥ വിഘ്നവിനാശക ഗണനാഥ गजानन हे गजवदना विनाशक गणनाथा साक्षात पर ब्रह्म साई गुरुवंदन सत्य साई साक्षात पर ब्रह्म साई गुरुवंदन सत्य साई साक्षात पर ब्रह्म साई गुरुवंदन सत्य साई गुरुपद रंजन गुरु परमेशा गुरुपद रंजन गुरु परमेशा गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु महेशा महेशा गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु महेश सद्गुरु साई परतिपुरेशा सद्गुरु साई परतिपुरेशा सद्गुरु साई परतिपुरेशा सद्गुरु साई चरण नमोस्तुते साई महेशा चरण नमोस्तुते साई महेशा साक्षात परब्रह्म साई गुरुवंदन सत्य साई साक्षात गुरुपद रंजन गुरु परमेशा गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु महेशा सद्गुरु साई परतिपुरेशा सद्गुरु साई परतिपुरेशा चरण नमोस्तुते साई महेशा चरण नमोस्तुते साई महेशा चरण नमोस्तुते साई महेशा साक्षात परब्रह्म साई गुरुवंदन सत्य வருவாய் 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 அம்மா வருவாய் 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 அம்மா திருவே உருவாய் வருவாய் அம்மா திருவே உருவாய் வருவாய் அம்மா இருளை நீக்கிட வருவாய் அம்மா இருளை உன்னருளை பொழிந்திடும் தாயே அம்மா உன்னன் அருளை பொழிந்திடும் உன்னன் அருளை பொழிந்திடும் தாயே அம்மா உன்னன் கல்யாணி கருமாரி காமாட்சி நீயே கல்யாணி கருமாரி காமாட்சி நீயே மகாலட்சுமி மாதங்கி மீனாட்சி நீயே महालक्ष्मी मातंगी मीनाक्षी वरलक्ष्मी वारायण विशालाक्षी वरलक्ष्मी वारायण विशालाक्षी अम्मा अम्मा वरलक्ष्मी वारायण विशालाक्षी वरलक्ष्मी उलगालमाये प्रशांति ताये अम्मा 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 करुमारी कामाक्षी कल्याण महालक्ष्मी मातंगी मीनाक्षी वरलक्ष्मी वारायण विशालाक्षी वरलक्ष्मी वारायण उलगालमाये प्रशांति दाये अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव अक्षयलिंग आत्मलिंग अक्षयलिंग आत्मलिंग अक्षय तेजोमय विचलिंग तेजोमय विकलिंग इगबर सुगदायक ईश्वर इगबर सुगदायक सुखदायक ईगबर सुखदायक साई ईगबर सुखदायक शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव अरुणाचल शिव अक्षयलिंग आत्मलिंग अक्षयलिंग आत्मलिंग तेजोमय विकलिंग तेजोमय विकलिंग इगबर सुखदायक ईश्वर इगबर सुखदायक इगबर सुखदायक साई इगबर सुखदायक इगबर सुखदायक साई इगबर ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः 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 शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः ओम शिवाय नमः इगबर सुखदायक बुद्ध महावीर येसु साई बुद्ध महावीर येसु साई बुद्ध महावीर येसु साई बुद्ध महावीर Yesu Sai Uttamari Yesu Sai Vaheguru Bol Badwa Allah Yesu Satguru Sai Allah Yesu Satguru Sai Gita Ved Puran Sai Gita तन में साई मन में साई तन में साई तन में साई मन में साई तन में रोम रोम में साई साई रोम रोम में रोम रोम में साई साई वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु अल्लाह येशु सतगुरु साई अल्लाह येशु सतगुरु साई गीता वेद पुराण साई गीता वेद तन में साई मन में साई तन में साई मन में रोम रोम में साई साई रोम वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई वाहेगुरु वाहेगुरु बोल मनवा
It's with love and humility I offer my most loving pranams at the lotus feet of our Divine Master. Respected elders, loving sisters and brothers, Om Saram. You don't seem very excited that you are leaving in a couple of days to Puttaparthi. I think we are blessed this morning. Our brother Karthikeyan has made you accustomed to what you will experience twice a day in Puttaparthi when you arrive. Bhajans in the morning, bhajans in the evening. And no matter what you do, do not miss those two opportunities. When you're doing your shopping then, please make sure that you have to attend the bhajan session. You know, you are so blessed in the fact that this trip has been perfectly orchestrated to take place, whether you wish to believe it or not. It is by His divine will that this time you are going maybe for the first time or maybe for your 10th time. But it's by His divine grace that He has drawn you to be in Puducherry for this pilgrimage as well during the time of Guru Purnima. You know, if you don't believe this, a few years back, it was a Monday, and I got a call from my brother Rodney to say, come, let's go to India. And you know what? How can you just go tell your boss you might just go to India and spare of the moment? So it was on a Monday afternoon, and I told him, you know, I don't think so that I need to go there. He said, no, it's going to ask what you do. All they can do is tell you no. And I went there and I'm like, how do you ask your boss to go to India? And I said, she said, what's wrong? I had a female boss. She says, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're resigning. And I said, no, it's not that. I still did not have the courage to tell her. I said, you know what, I need to go to India. She says, when? I said, on Wednesday. She says, okay, no problem. I said, I need to go to India on Wednesday. She said, yeah, no problem, you can go. The next day, my visa was done. On the Wednesday afternoon, I was on the flight to Puducherry. So now, is that not called, not divinely orchestrated? So that opportunity that you have, you just realize that He has prepared it, that you be there. And I want each and every one of you, we want each and every one of you to enjoy it, make the most of it. The other day, I watched a talk by Ratnakar, and he said, you know what, when everybody comes to Puducherry, they leave here changed. So you are going back to that workshop, and he's going to send you back in a different way to play a different part in his organization. Sisters and brothers, we have, I think, two generals in the organization that are in our divine presence this morning. Two instruments of our beloved Lord that have been involved in two dynamic fields in the organizations. And Swami has implored each and every one of us to get involved in the education field and the service field. Our first speaker this morning is our dearest brother Ruben Naidu, a teacher, principal, and I think a divine instrument in the education aspect of Balvikas EHV. And I had the great fortune a few years ago of interacting with him when he was a sector coordinator, or should I say a chairperson. And I can tell you, he's the most wonderful person to have as a mentor, as a guide. When you are in a difficult situation, you go to Brother Ruben, and he has that way of telling you, try this, and maybe it'll work. Not maybe it'll work, it works. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our dearest brother, Ruben Naidu, to address us.
I offer my salutations at the lotus feet of my Divine Lord and Master, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Om Shri Sai Ram, dear sisters and brothers. Firstly, I'd like to thank Brother Dhanpal and the Sudha Trust for this beautiful and loving and gracious opportunity that they've given all of us. A special bhajan to bless all pilgrims, as well as to ask Swami's blessings for a successful pilgrimage. It is very large of you, brother, to think of something like this, and you will be amply blessed. I can just imagine Swami preparing a lovely place for you right next to you. I mean, don't mean it's your time to go, but so, sisters and brothers, this pilgrimage is historic and unique at the same time. Historic in the sense that it is the first time that we are undertaking a pilgrimage as under the flagship of the Global Council, a new body that was created in this new era of transformation that Swami is all of us are taking all of us into. So that's the first thing. But it is also unique. It is unique in the sense that it is the first pilgrimage undertaken by a global family. We are not just South Africans who are going on this pilgrimage. We are pilgrims that belong to many, many nations. And through undertaking this pilgrimage, I think Swami is asking us to now move into the next gear in our relationship with him and in our transformation. Because truly, all of us pilgrims are going as brotherhood of man under the fatherhood of God. And this is what it really is about. Now, there are many opportunities that Swami has given us over the years. But like I said, I think he's taking us into the next gear. And I'll give you a few reasons for that. You know, with pilgrimages come many activities. And one of the activities that we undertake during this pilgrimage and that we'd like to do is a children's production, and offering a play that we like to offer to Swami. But it is not just a production, I have to tell you. It is a message of Sai that is sent to the world. That is what it is. And I think many of you here would have already seen the first run of the play that was staged about 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Withers Multicultural Center. You may have seen it. But the message is quite clear. The message is that we've been listening for many, many years and many, many decades to what Swami has been telling us. We haven't really heard him very well. So a lot of the teachings we've taken and we put into the back burner. We say, yes, Swami, we love you, Sai, and a whole lot of other things. But at the end of it all, we are not practicing his teachings. And how do we know that we are not practicing his teachings? We know that because the world is plunged in chaos. The world is in crisis. And a lot of those crises that the world is plunged into is illustrated in that production. It is not some script that someone has written. It is the divine hand that is bringing to the attention of the human population that this world is what you have made it. And as much as you complain about the situation of the world today, it is the world that you created that you are living in. And if you want the world to be different, you've got to change the world. That is the message that Swami is giving all of us through this play. So the hashtag that comes with the play, hashtag I hear you Swami. It's on Instagram. It's Instagram. Voila. It's Instagram, right? So the hashtag, I'm so sorry, I get my technology all confused. So the hashtag I hear you Swami is a platform for devotees to tell their stories about how you have been transformed by coming to Swami. That's what this hashtag is all about. Why do we want to do this? You know, since Swami has decided to leave his physical frame, about 12 or 13 years ago, since Swami has decided to leave his physical frame, there's a whole new lot of millions of devotees that have now come into the fold, that were not part of the Sai fold while Swami was still in his physical frame. And they need to hear stories. Many of them, I want to tell you, have far more devotion than the rest of us who have been running on the spot for many, many decades. But they need to hear the stories about how Swami has, about the little things that Swami has done, because it's the little pieces that make up the big puzzle at the end of the day. So if you have a story to tell, you should go into that Instagram and you should tell your story about the transformation that has happened. The next wonderful thing that Swami has given us with this entire pilgrimage is the pilgrimage logo, United in Love by Sai. There's no better way to describe the new era of transformation that Swami is taking us into than by saying we are all united in love by Sai. And that is the theme of this pilgrimage. So we got together as South Africans and Mauritians and people from Ethiopia and Moroccans and a whole lot of people from the Middle East, at least about 12 to 15 countries. We got together and we are going together as a single family of brothers and sisters. We're going to Prashanti and we're going to do a whole lot of things in Prashanti as this global family. But before I call Mr. Seva himself to address you, before I call him to address you, I just want to tell you, sisters and brothers, that it comes at such an opportune time because this is not just about the pilgrimage, it is about a process that Swami is taking us through. This entire period starts with the Young Adults Leadership Transformation Program. So we're starting off with Swami as telling us, I am now preparing a set of youngsters who are going to take you into the next era. That is what it is. After that leadership program with young adults is over, Swami is taking us into the next step. He's calling on the leaders of the world, the leaders in the Sai organization, and he's putting all of us through a center leadership conference because he needs to transform leadership in the organization. That is what he's doing. So he's starting with the youngsters, then he's working on the leaders, and then he's saying to the rest of us, okay, so now I have brought you here, you implement as a pilgrim what I've come to teach you. So the pilgrimage is not a holiday, it is not a trip, it is a pilgrimage. And when you call it a pilgrimage, the tone is very different. All right? So ladies, and sorry, I don't want to always speak on ladies, but even gentlemen, the idea for this pilgrimage is to travel light. Okay, because Swami says, travel light. But the idea is not for you to fill your bags up with shopping in Prashanti. Okay, that's not what it is. Now you're going to travel light. You're going to pack lightly because Brother Devan is going to tell you why. What you're going to need the extra space in your baggage for. So sisters and brothers, it is a wonderful opportunity that all of us have been given. And once again, thank you, Brother Dhanpal. Thank you, Sudha Trust, for making this happen. And we're all going to go on this journey. And remember, even if you are not coming physically to Prashanti, every one of us are pilgrims on this journey. The time is not right for you to come now. The time is right for us to come because this is the time Swami needs us to make the change for whatever reason. Swami says, to each his own. He'll bring all of us to him at the time when it's right for each of us. So we will all meet. In the first lot of pilgrims, by the way, are leaving next week. So we will all meet in Puttupati, and I'd like to call on one of the hard workers, the busy bees in our team, Brother Devan, who will speak to you about some of the programs, several programs especially, that we are undertaking during this pilgrimage. Jai Sai.
Highest sadhana is to transform love into service.
Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our most compassionate Lord, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, embodiments of love, Om Sri Sai Ram. Wow, we couldn't see the crowd sitting in the front here. Karthikeyan and team can really pull a crowd. And I just hope Sudha is here because of Karthi and not because of us. So Uncle Dhanpal gave me 10 minutes. He said, be quick with your presentation. I think he was a bit worried that I'm going to infringe on his time to talk. So I'm going to be very quick. So as you know, there's a pilgrimage, as Brother Ruben alluded, there's a pilgrimage that's happening in July. We're joining two zones. Two zones are going. Zone 9 is Africa and Mauritius. and that's obviously South Africa, Mauritius, Morocco, Ethiopia, and Seychelles, and a lot of many other countries will join our zone soon. And Zone 8 is the Middle Eastern countries made up of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Oman, Bahrain, Syria, Turkey, and a host of other countries. So, as Brother Reuben said, we are going to get that divine darshan of our Lord, and the bonus is we'll be escaping load shedding for 2 weeks. So, moving on. So, the seva that's going to be happening in the 2 villages we've chosen for the 8th and the 9th. This is a real tongue twister villages. So the first one is on the 8th of July, Amagonda Palyam. We're going to carry out an educare and a social care program there. And the next day on the 9th, we're going off to Jagaraj Pali, where we're going to carry out an educare, social care, and add an envirocare component to the seva. These 2 villages are around 14 kilometers away from Puttaparthi. So the next. So an assessment or a needs analysis has been done by Brother Rabi and his wife, as well as a sister from Mauritius, Sister Pooja. They've identified all the students, made up a list of everything that's needed for the school, and Morocco has sponsored all the educare items. So we'll be distributing in the first school, Amakonda Palyam, on the 8th. This is, I think, 54 children in the government school and a preschool. We'll be distributing coloring books, crayons, activity books and puzzles, reading books, children's table and chairs. In fact, these schools, if you see I don't know, in the beginning, the video, you've seen children sitting on the floor. And I know it's difficult for us to sit on the floor for a 1-hour satsang. Imagine the whole day these kids sit on the floor. So we're going to be providing tables and chairs for them. The teachers also don't have tables and chairs, so we're going to do that. And apparently, kids in India, everyone wants to be on the national cricket team. No one wants to be a doctor or a lawyer, so we're providing them cricket sets, badminton sets, and soccer balls. And then also snack packs for the children and teachers. And we will be painting the 2 classrooms at that school as well. So the next day, at Jagaraj Pali, in that school there's 112 children in total. They will be distributing reading books. Again, they love cricket, so cricket sets, badminton sets, and then snack packs and teachers, and for the teachers and children. So the next slide, Swami's important message. My dear ones, did you know this amazing truth? The more you serve others, the more you serve yourself. So the social care program in the villages on the 8th, we will be doing grocery hampers. So the reason we're sharing all this with you, those that are not coming, because I know there were lots of contributions made by devotees in the organization, even if though you're not coming, so we're just giving you a synopsis of where your money is going. So in Amakonda Palyam, we'll be distributing grocery hampers, hygiene packs, clothing, we'll be doing an Narayana Seva, and obviously the preparation of the classrooms. And on the 9th, we will also be doing grocery hampers, distributing grocery hampers, hygiene packs, clothing, Narayana Seva, and the envirocare component, the tree planting. So those are some of the items in the hamper list. Don't be alarmed, those are in rupees. You've got to divide it by 4 to get the true value. So the next, that's the list for the hygiene packs that's going to be distributed. And that's the clothing. So obviously we're not giving them Levi's and Guess shirts, we're giving them dhotis, towels and saris. And that is the items that's going into the seva bucket. Oh, sorry, that's a seva budget. So the Narayana Seva, can't really see that. Okay, go to the Narayana Seva. So the Narayana Seva is undertaken by devotees in South Africa, mainly made up of a team from Pretoria, and they've also been going to be joined by our local cooking team. That's Brother Nivesh, Pavan, Liz, members from Chapter Region 1 as well. And coincidentally, the comrades is run today, and you have to qualify, you have to run a few races to qualify for comrades. So today these brothers will be cooking lunch for us, and we will see whether they qualify to win out to the team. So your case, but be the judge of that. I can't see the screen too clearly, but the Kushanti Trust has given us the menu that's palatable to the community or the villagers. So this team is doing extensive planning and procurement. So they're going to be using obviously eco-friendly packaging that's compliant with Kushanti guidelines and a host of things that they need to procure in Kushanti. They even engaged with the Kushanti Trust to get the trucks and the tractor, the use of that by the Transportation Division. And they, on the 8th and the 9th, they will be requiring a total of 240 sevadals to carry out seva on both days. I think we omitted to say that they'll be cooking 5,000 meals per day over the 2 days, which is a total of 10,000 meals, the South African team. So the logistics and planning for that, the day prior, they will be cleaning of the vegetables and transporting the items to the site and preparing the site. And then this team will be leaving the ashram at 2:30 in the morning to start cooking at 3 a.m. And by 7 a.m. they want to be packing and distributing of the food. And obviously there will be a set down cleanup, and we wanted to try and minimize our carbon footprint to 0 or as minimal as possible. That's a bit more planning for that. And those trucks, those that have been to Kushanti during the Navaratri festival will be familiar with the trucks going out, Swami blessing the students. They're doing the Nagasankirtan and going door to door. So that is exactly what we'll be doing in these two villages.
So this is the area available in the Jagarajpalli High School. So as you can see, there is ample space, and we can fit all the coconut trees and the guava trees that we are planning here in the school.
So my participation in this whole process is twofold. One will be the EnviroCare component, will be leading the planting of the 108 trees, which is guava trees and coconut trees, and the Mauritius team has come up with some machine that they bring or they're getting to dig the holes. You can see line item number 3, and they're also going to be installing a drip irrigation system at the school, so these trees can be sustained. So the seva will be conducted from 11 after morning darshan till 2:30. Transport will be arranged for devotees to leave the ashram at around 10 a.m. after morning darshan. Devotees are reminded to carry a small bag, water bottle, sanitizer, and a face towel, and their snacks as well. A shrine will be set up, a first aid area will be set up. The EduCare program at the school will commence together with the EnviroCare program, and the social care will be a door-to-door distribution that will commence at 11. Lunch will be provided for devotees on site, and the Grama Seva will end on both days at 2:30, so devotees can go back, rest, seva, bathe, and proceed for afternoon darshan. So those are some of the seva coordinators for the program. I think that's just an organogram to show you how the seva will be executed. I'm also the lead for the decor, so I'm just going to share some of the information regarding the decor as well in Prashanti. So I just put the next, also before we go on, as Brother Ruben said, we've chose a theme which is United in Love by Sai, and we've come up with a logo, and our creative team has come up with a logo launch, a creative video for a logo launch which we'll play. I'm sure many of you have seen it. So because it's Guru Purnima, we've used the 4 colors of Swami's robe in our decor as our color scheme, if you want to call it. It is burgundy, orange, yellow, and white. And for the logo, we've used burgundy, which is also one of the colors of Swami's robes. The gold, Swami loves to refer to his devotees as Bangaru, which is gold, and obviously his chariot is also gold, and then the white is a message from us. Swami loves to see us in white, and our message is United in Love by Sai. So in terms of the deco, I just put in a picture that we use for Christmas. So every time there's deco to be done in Prashanti Nilayam, we will take an original photo. We will Photoshop whatever we're proposing, and it would go to the trust, and they would approve. If there's any shortcomings, then they'd send it back to us. We'll make the necessary changes. This process actually takes a few months, or very late nights. I'm sure many of us on the team are sitting here would know. So that was just one picture I showed you. That was Saikulwantol. There's many other areas that they allow us to decorate, which is Swami's house, the Punachandra Hall, the Rama Temple. So we've taken that original photo and we've photoshopped all our deco. This is the deco that we will be doing in. It's not complete. Obviously, during Guru Purnima, there's a lot of lighting and tinsel that are put up. Brother Basil as well will be doing a host of lighting that's not shown on this. So it's not a true reflection of what's going to be there. This is just the banners, the cylindrical banners on the top, these two big pictures of Swami in nature on either sides on the balcony that will be lit up from the back. It will be like sort of 3 huge light boxes. The golden circles in the front are actually 3-dimensional. It's there in Puttaparthi. We made it during Christmas. We left it on the top of Samadhi. When we go back, we're going to just interchange the pictures of Jesus and the Joy to the World logo. We've got new pictures to put in there. So there's a host of things that's going to be happening before the pilgrimage even starts. That's from before Guru Purnima. So the next pictures, this is what we normally do during Christmas. But unfortunately, they're not allowing us to decorate this Punachandra Hall as well as Yajur Mandir, which is the next picture. Apparently, this only gets decorated during Christmas and Swami's birthday. If we want to start a new trend, we'll have to be there every year doing it for Guru Purnima. So I think we won't be decorating these 2 areas. These are just some of the banners that are created. And we can move on. Those are just some of the banners that's going to be put up in Saikulwantol. There's many of you have been to Prashanti will recognize the end blocks that we normally stay in, the accommodation blocks, and obviously we'll be setting up a registration office there, and one of the banners that will be going up. This is the clock gate, just about opposite Samadhi, and we will be putting, obviously we won't have Christmas trees. We just took some of our old Photoshop designs and used that. It'll have a banner, and pilgrims will be allowed to, we're going to get different color paints, and they will be able to put the entrance on this banner. There'll be 2, one at the clock gate and one at the entrance of Yajur Mandir, Swami's entrance from Yajur Mandir into Saikulwantol. So this is just 1 or 2 pictures of those circles that I was talking about. The next picture will show it a bit clearer. There's, as I said, LED lighting inside is like on different layers to create that 3-dimensional effect. And obviously the Jesus print will be taken out and new pictures of Swami will be put in there. So, okay, so our team is made up of about 80 Sevadals. That's quite a bit considering we still have to accommodate the other countries and other zones. So we have a lot of people on our, I think everybody wanted to be on the deco team. So we explained to the team that they've got to be versatile and engage in other activities as well. So from the 1st to the 2nd, we'll be assisting with deco for Guru Purnima. First, some of the dates overlap as well because of the different activities. We will probably be helping the CLC team as well. We need to be prepared for that. From the 1st to the 6th, we'll be helping Brother Neville and his team, assembling the props for the South African production that Brother Ruben was speaking about, hashtag I Hear You Swami. That's going to be taking place on the 11th of July. And from the 1st to the 6th, Brother Basil will be with the team doing a host of lighting around Prashanti Nilayam, Saikulwantol, the Western Canteen, all the temples. And then from the 6th to the 7th is our big 2 nights. We normally get to work in Saikulwantol after 2nd evening darshan, probably from about 8 o'clock to like 2, 3 in the morning. We'll be working in Saikulwantol, so that will be on the 6th and the 7th. putting up our decor. 8th and 9th is the big days going to the village, and those are the activities we explained. On the 11th, South African production will take place, so we'll be assisting the teams to set up and take down the props for the production. And then on the 12th, we will start our sad journey of removing all the decor and making our way back to load shedding here in South Africa. So these are some of the information that we got from our teams, the dates that they are arriving and departing, and if it's their first trip. There was some merit in that when we get there. And then we wanted them to identify their skills, lighting, draping, electrical, carpentry, whether they can work at heights. And as Brother Ruben said, the most important question we asked them, will they be able to transport? So no shopping. That's why I said travel light. So we'll be looking for assistance to take some of our banners and items. So I think Uncle Dampa, I hope I was quick enough. So I could just share one more story. So I know you love stories. So in 2010, I was part of the deco team, right? And we had everything mapped out, everything was going quite well. And around the 21st, the International Christmas Committee asked us, where's the candle? So we said, what candle? He said, Swami needs to light a candle. Swami usually lights a candle on Christmas Eve, the 24th. And this candle has to be about 1 meter high. That's quite high. About a ruler diameter, which is 300, and it has to be white. So now, this was like the 21st. And Brother Satish Nike offered to go to Bangalore to source a candle. He went through to quite a few shops. No one had a candle that size. Apparently it takes about 2 weeks to make. And we didn't have the luxury of time. Christmas is fast approaching. This was already on the 21st. They phoned one of the stores in Bangalore, one of the shops. And they said they have a red square candle, about the size we wanted. So he phoned us. We said, hey, we'd rather look at it than looking for it, rather get it. So they packaged it at the shop, sent it to us. Brother Satish he brought it to Prishanti Nilayam. I still remember that day, 23rd of November, he reached Prishanti. We opened this package, and you hear the stories that the Lord can change shapes and sizes of anything, and we experienced it firsthand. We opened this package, and the candle was white, and it was round. And we phoned the candle store, and they were like shocked because they packaged it themselves. And that picture there shows you the last candle that Swami. That was the white candle that Brother Satish brought back, and it was the last candle that Swami lit in his physical presence. Jai Sainam.
So, sisters and brothers, to all of you that are making this holy pilgrimage, I think our two brothers that have set the tone for you. Our dearest brother Karthikeyan has shown you what you would expect on a daily basis, morning and afternoon. Without further ado, I would like to call Uncle Danpal. I'm giving him 5 minutes to close off this morning's satsang. Uncle Danpal.
Om Sai Ram to all of you, sisters and brothers of the world religion. I feel saddened today and also happy. Saddened in the sense that we have lost our elder, Brother Bobby Naidu. We have cremated him yesterday, and he was part of the Sudha Mandir. This is an example we could lead. When we heard Brother Ruben and he heard, we're going to put up Arthi, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing that. What we're doing in South Africa. We need it more here. It's a pilgrimage. We're going to put up Arthi. We're serving. We're coming back. And I think we should add one more thing to the school. We should dig a well, provide water. Because it's very, very important in these villages. Some of these villages do not have water. Brother Reuben, I know him from a young age, when his children were going to school, and my children were in India and we were interacting. My children left at the age of 5, studied in India and came back at the age of 22. And for Brother Durban, he wasn't born because his mother and I were 5 years old and grew up together. So wisdom of the elders and the strength of the youth makes up a good nation. A very good nation. We, on behalf of our President, Surash Nandalal, behalf of the trustees here at Sudha Mandir, we wish all pilgrims a safe travel. It wasn't me that asked you to come. It was Swami who told me to do this. See? You see? You see? This is not an accident. I've been to Prashanti over 200 times. And when Dr. Singh held my hand here with a little sharp, please join the Central Council, I said no, because Swami had another thing to me. And at my last visit after I've been shot, and you know what told me? You go look after my work, I'll look after your business. And that's why I'm stuck here. We have new youths that's going to come forward. Elders going to take over because 9th of the 9th, 2023 will be 50 years for Satya Sai Sudha Mandir. And I've invited Brother Ratnakar personally. I met with him personally at all my visits in his office, discussed a lot of things. And let me tell you, this gentleman knows everyone in every country. In every country, he knows all the leaders, everyone. Swami has chosen him for a specific reason. And it is our prayer, as Brother Reuben said, our turns are coming to an end. The next batch is going to go on. How will this next batch hold on to this organization? When it's satsang, if it's their turn, they come and sing satsang. But the rest of the time, they don't come. If the server, they just do a certain server. You need to be there. If you're part of this organization, you need to be there all the time in your center. So, to Brother Reuben and to Brother Durban, you're leading this team. COVID is at high risk. And COVID is on flights. It's very, very contagious. So please make sure you'll use your masks. It's very important. I have brought Vibhuti from the Samadhi itself to all the pilgrimages going. You'll bow there and take your Vibhuti. We brought some photographs for you to keep in your pocket as a savior. Take you to Prashanti, bring you back. Not bring you back and sit for satsang. Continue the work that what Durban just said. Hands that serve are holier than the lips that pray. But you flip the coin. Prayer is the key to the kingdom of the Lord. It's a joy to see all of you going. And what's more important, Durban, give the other guys a chance to go to the Samadhi. You've already did Aarti already. So, yes, to the new one that's going there, it's going to be an awesome thing. Prashanti holds 14,000 people in Saikulwant Hall. We're expecting over 25,000 people. It is a test of your time. But you will be engaged 24/7, that you will not know the time, you will not know even the pain. There's no pain, there's no gain. So we want to thank all of you for coming here, Brother Reuben, for being here. All Swami's grace to you, Brother Reuben. You're leading this team. And I'm telling you now, you will be the next president of the Satya Sai organization in South Africa. We need people like you to move this movement moving forward. I will speak to Mr. Ratnakara himself and make sure we need certain people to do certain jobs in this country. And people like Brother Reuben, I don't want to name the rest of them. They will move this from the new year because our president will change in 2024 and our organization too will change in 2024. So we won't be that ANC still. We'll move forward. Karthik Gerson will sing 2 songs or bhajans, and then we will close. But before that, I brought something from the Samadhi itself, to present to 4 people. Brother Reuben, Brother Devin. Brother Devin is looking at me very, very, you see. But I want to thank him. We're making another Prishanti here, if you saw the new construction and so forth. When he's doing this presentation, my mind is going like this, because yesterday he's telling me, Uncle Danpal this way we said this. So my shoulders have rubbed with their family, his grandfather, S.V. Naidu. So therefore he's got all those things in his brains. So come forward, we got a small token for you guys. On the top. And Usha, where's Mala hasn't come today? Oh, you both come? These 2 ladies, come. Come, Usha. These 2 were young kids when Uncle Danpal should raise them. Seriously, I should raise these 2 ladies, our girls. And today I'm proud to say, Dr. Mala, I welcome them. Dr. Mala and Usha, she's the president of Merebank Science Center, and our bhajan leader here at Merebank Science Center is Usha. And I'm so proud of you 2 ladies. You'll do me proud, seriously. You really do me proud. I'm telling you. These are from the Prishanti itself, from Swami's this thing. Brother Reuben? He's my guru. I call him my guru. You put one for it, you put one for it. And the Bubudi, for all of you who's going, the Bubudi and this, you prostrate and take your Bubudi. You'll have Satya Sai Sudha Mandir biryani, which is the biryani better they will cook it to Chinese. But they're taking our recipe anyway. Thanks, oh yeah, I want to thank you for the Karthik Gerson. I just told the Karthik Gerson is seeing next week. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. Okay, Uncle Danpal, we will sing. Even he had an appointment to, that's how dedicated, and he runs his music classes here at Sudha Mandir. To our sister here, Sister Ansuya, Dr. Ansuya, little bit sorry, we're a little bit late for your yoga classes. She runs our yoga classes here, but she will definitely forgive Uncle for the late thing. 21st is our yoga day, our 9th yoga session at Sudha Mandir. Once again, my sairams to all of you. God bless you. Go well. What else could I say? come back. Oh yes, I can say something. If each one of you bring 5 packets of bubudi, South Africa will have a lot of bubudi. Please. Seriously. Okay? Each one of you, it's a request. I'll tell Brother Reuben, bring it. So many people will need this bubudi. So you're not coming light, you're coming back with the bubudi. Om Sai Ram.
साई प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा तेरा प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा प्रशांति मंदिर साई प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साई प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साई प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा यहाँ साईं भक्त का होता है नित नया सवेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साईं हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि अंधियारा छाया था साईं तेरे नाम ने दूर किया एक अंधियारा छाया था साईं तेरे नाम ने दूर किया एक अंधियारा साईं तेरे नाम ने दूर किया तू ही है मेरे प्राणों का दाता तू ही है मेरे प्राणों का दाता हृदय में कर बसेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा यहाँ साईं भक्त का होता है नित नया सवेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा साईं प्रशांति मंदिर तेरा यहाँ साईं भक्त स्वामीनाथ साई करुणा सिंधु भवे स्वामीनाथ साई करुणा सिंधु स्वामीनाथ साई करुणा सिंधु गिरीवास पार्वती नंदन मरणगिरीवास पार्वती गिरीवास पार्वती नंदन मरणगिरीवास जगरोदा हे सुब्रह्मण्य जगरोदा शिव सुब्रह्मण्य जगरोदार शिव सुब्रह्मण्य स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक दीन जनावण वरदी नायक वरदीनायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक करुणा गिरीवास पार्वती नंदन गिरीवास पार्वती नंदन जगदोदार शिव सुब्रह्मण्य जगदोदार शिव सुब्रह्मण्य जगदोदार शिव सुब्रह्मण्य स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक स्कंद वल्ली नायक स्कंद कुमार वल्ली नायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक दीन जनावण वरदीनायक वे मुरुगा वेत्ति वे मुरुगा वे मुरुगा वे मुरुगा वेत्ति वे मुरुगा वे हर हर वे मुरुगा वेत्ति वे मुरुगा वे स्वामिनाथ साई करुणा सिंधु ओम तत्सच्चि नारायण पुरुषोत्तम गुरुतु सिद्ध बुद्ध तु स्कंद विनायक सविता भावकतु सविता भावकतु ब्रह्ममस्तु यौवशक्तितु निशुभिता प्रभुतु रुद्रविष्णतु रामकृष्णतु रहीमतावतु रहीमतावतु वासुदेवगो विश्वरूपतो चिदानन्द हरितु अत्यलित्यतु अकालनिरभय आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतु आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतु आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतु.
The greatest gift you can give from yourself to Swami and to rest of the world is blood. 1 pint of your blood will save 3 people. Today, we didn't only call you to go to Prashanti. If you can give us your blood, we will beat all other centers. Mia Bank is leading with the blood donations or liquid love. And next week, here at Sudha Mandir, we'll have the 11th day ceremony of our Uncle Bob. It'll be done here at Sudha Mandir at 10 a.m., 11th day ceremony. So all of you, welcome to be here. Once again, we will rise for Aarti. And we have the Vibhuti there. You can go take your blessings. You guys going to Prashanti. All going to Prashanti. Come and do the Aarti with your leader, Mr. Ruben Naidoo.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जनों संरक्षक भक्त जनों संरक्षक भक्ति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदन श्रीकर सर्वभारपते स्वामी सर्व समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की। परमं पवित्रं भावविभूत्यं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूत्यं परमात्मैष्ठाच मोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूत्यं मोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमात्मैष्ठाच मोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्माहवि ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मा कर्मा समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनम् अमश्रितः प्राणापानसमयुक्त पर्जन्यं चतुर्विधम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति Jaya Om